Welcome, friends, future friends, however we want to call it. If you don't know me, I'm Rusty. If you knew that, because, hey, you're watching my channel, kind of obvious thing, right? I am going to do my best to solve this puzzle. This should not be particularly difficult in that it is categorized as an easy Sudoku puzzle, which is not the easiest level of the SudokuStore's puzzle collection. It is the second level, or tier 2, however you want to call it. Tier 1 being where you start and learn how to solve puzzles. Tier 2 being you get but a little bit more difficulty, and so on. I would be surprised if this is going to take me more than 20 minutes. I'd be unhappy if it takes me more than 10, but that's entirely happening too frequently. In any case, once I hit the validate button and start the timer, you get 10 or 20 seconds, maybe 30, we'll see, to see if you can grab a screenshot, and solve the puzzle, or get started on it. So here's we go. And yes, it is a validated puzzle. May or may not be the puzzle that I see from the book, but that's what we're going to work with. 5 more seconds. And then I get to see if I can figure out what's going on. There we go. All right. So one of these two is going to be a 1. We've got 4 possibilities here. That's going to be a 1. One of these two is a 1. I've got 3 possibilities here. That's all I'm going to do for 1s, I guess. We've got 2 possibilities for 2 there. 2 possibilities for 2 here. 2 possibilities here. Unfortunately, I've got 3 possibilities here. And it looks like 6 possibilities here. So on to 3s. One of these 2 is a 3. Up here, it looks like I've got 6 possibilities. Got 4 possibilities here. Here we've got 6 possibilities. And 4 possibilities here. And then entirely too many in both this square and this square. All right, 4. So we get a 4 here. 3 possibilities for a 4 here. And one of these 2 is a 4. One of these 2 is a 4. I've got 3 possibilities here and 3 there. On to 5s. We get a 5 here. One of these 2 is a 5. I've got 3 possibilities for a 5 there. 2 here. And that gives me 2 possibilities down here. Unfortunately, I've got 6 possibilities here for the moment. All right, 6s. We've got those 2, so one of these 3 is a 6. 2 possibilities for a 6 down here. 3 possibilities here. 5 possibilities here. 4 here. And 5 possibilities here. On to 7s. One of these 2 is a 7. Oh, wait. Oh, yep. We get a 7 here. One of these 3 will be a 7. One of these 3 is a 7. One of these 2 is a 7. And it gives me 3 possibilities here. On to 8. This is going to be an 8. This is going to be something fixed that'll help with others, I think. At the moment, I've got an 8 here, an 8 here, an 8 here. This one will be an 8, and we end up with an 8 here. Coming back to this one, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no 6 in the row. 7, 8, and 9 are there, so that becomes a 6. And here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these two is a 5, a 6. 3 possibilities for a 7, and 2 possibilities for a 9. Makes 1 possibility for a 7. And that makes that a 7. That's not. Up here we got 1, 2. One of these 3 is a 3, 4, 5. And one of these 3 is a 6. Actually, 6 and 5 here. So that makes this a 6. And that means this is going to be, one of these two is going to be a 3. This will not be. This becomes a 1. And the numbers we have left are 3 in one of these two spots, and a 4 in one of these two spots. All right. Here we've got, well, one of these is going to be, or this is going to be either a 3 or a 4. And we've got possibilities for 4 here. One of these 3 is a 4. How about ones? I've got 2 possibilities for a 1 now. 3. And it looks like all of these have the potential for being a 3. I've got 3 possibilities for a 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Alright, one of these two is a 1, 2, 4 possibilities for 3. Nope. 4 possibilities for 3. 2 for 4. 3 possibilities for 5. 6. 3 possibilities for a 7. An 8. And 3 possibilities for a 9. We get a 9 here. That means I now actually have 2 possibilities for a 9. There and here. 1, 2. One of these 2. Nope, that's 3. 4. 3 possibilities for a 5. 6. 3 possibilities for a 7. 8. That suggests this is going to be a 9. Can't be a 2. Can't be a 3, a 1, or 4. Can't be a 5. Nope. Can't be a 6. Can't be a 7 or 8. So yes, that's a 9. That's not. And then we still have 3 possibilities for a 5. And 3 possibilities for a 7. Alright. Anything else up here? One of these two is going to be a 6. Hey, one of these two is a 6. 6. 7s, 8, 9. 3s. I got 4 possibilities for a 3. Means it's probably going to be one of these two, but can't guarantee it. All right, over here, got a 1, 2 possibilities for a 2. 3 possibilities for a 3. Okay. One of these two is a 1. 2. One of these 4 is a 3. One of these two is a 4. One of these 3 is a 5. 6. One of these 3 is a 7. 8. And a 9 here. Not a 9. One of these two now is a 7. All right. Doesn't narrow down the 3s yet. Beyond the 4 that we've got there already. All right. So one of these two is a 1. One of these two is a 2. And I've got everything open for 3s. One of these 3 is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. One of these two is a 1. And 5 possibilities for 2. Two possibilities for a 3. 2 for 4. 5. One of these two is a 6. This one makes that a 3. That makes... Nope, can't quite do that yet. 4 will be one of these two. 5, 6. 7 is one of these two. 8. 9 is one of these two. That means this is not a 4, that's a 4, that's a 1. And this becomes a 2. Makes this a 2, not a 2 here. So one of these two is a 5. And one of these two is a 7. And considering none of these can be a 7, that can't be a 7, that's a 7. And this becomes a 5. So this is not a 5, that's a 5. And that makes this into a 5. Narrowing that down to a 3 makes that a 4. This is a 3. 2 1s and 2s. And hey, this one's going to be a 4. So not a 4 here, 4 there, 1 here, 2 here. Not a 1 here, that's a 7. This is a 1. And that means this is a 3. Up here, we end up with one of these two is a 3. With a 6, that makes this a 7, not a 7 here. We get 2 possibilities for a 6 here. Got a 7 already. Not a 7, that's a 9. That becomes a 7. Not a 2, so that's a Yeah, we'll hold off on that. That's a 2. This is a 3. This is a 2. So one of these two is a 3. It's not going to be this one. It's going to be that one. So that's a 6. This is a 3. This is a 6. And then we solve these over here. That's going to be a 9. And this is a 5. Hey, 13 minutes and 36 seconds. Not too bad. Not great, but I mean, an easy would be nice, or I prefer to see under 10 minutes. But this one took a little longer. I'll say thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. We will be doing this again on Tuesday or on Thursday morning. Wednesday morning, sorry. Sometime a little after midnight. I'm hoping not to be as late as 2 o'clock. We will see you again soon, and I will talk with you then. Have a great day.